it gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first swing of the game. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack it? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
To the air, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Burks. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Sategna. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here comes the heat. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Auburn's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, Guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cobb. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They just keep firing. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it at the 30. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Third down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes the grab, it's Sategna. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Oh, they dial a long way to go. The RPO, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Mateer. Big fella moving. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. He'll sneak it.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. To the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Caught over the middle, it's Simmons. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. From the gun to give, looking for room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the grab, it's Howard. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Motion from the wide receiver. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense, forcing a fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The play-action fake. And they swarm him under. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Got a man, it's Simmons. Hey, midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Rushes on him. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had him, hoping for better fortune this time around. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. To the air, it's Mateer. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Makes the grab on 3rd. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He fires to the left side. He makes a catch. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lewis. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Dead center perfect, and that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Unloads to the right. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking for space. It's Barnes.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Going deep. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Under fire. here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Uncorks it. Found the spot in the defense. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's caught. It's Burks. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on! And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with a halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The short hands, it's Simmons. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Simmons. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The kick is on its way. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the Simdish Jr. put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gonna run it. It's Barnes. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He'll pull it on the read. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quick catch on 3rd down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. To throw, it's Daniels. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Grab behind the line. It's Kearney. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 8 over UNLV.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Gets open down the middle.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move, it's Cobb. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Makes the grab outside. It's Cobb. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Got room to work. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Here comes the 2-point try. Motion from the wideout. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Under fire. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Grabs it in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. On the move and looking deep.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just...
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it on the outside, it's Lewis. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Sategna. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Simmons. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle, it's Howard.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He wants a big play here late. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad.